what happened last time we played this game, this Dungeons and or Dragons.
Easy. I definitely reread it before I
Oh
came here.
man.
That's good, because I did.
That's good. It looks like we were in the Gauth's lair. We did that, defeated him, big bam, the whole shebang. Sorry, we had started the session after we beat him, but we're still riding that high. We left, and then the King of the Universe told us that we left all the treasure behind, so going to us there. We came back, had a couple of tussles, and then just a few hours walk outside of town, we found a dead body. So that's now in the back of our cart as we stroll through the gates of town. So that's fun. It's gonna be great explaining that to people.
All right.
I think that's about where we ended.
Let me switch back to the town map.
I think we rested at some point because I have full health and I know we fought something last time before the end, or at least I thought we did. Is that accurate, or did I truly not get hit by anything?
I also thought we took a rest before ending the session. I can't remember if I told myself I was going to write that in the notes later and just didn't. I seem to remember that happening. I seem to remember like we got into town and it's like, oh man, I'm bushed.
I thought we were tired, but we hadn't yet taken a rest.
I was under the impression we're going to have to go to the tape. I was under the impression that you had rested on the road, like while traveling. You stopped, slept for the night, and I think you actually managed a full rest without being interrupted. And then that next day's travel, the only random encounter you rolled was encountering that dead body. So you didn't
I think
have
that's
a fight
right.
since the
It's
road.
very possible.
That sounds it.
Hold on.
Because I distinctly remember rolling for encounters and the body coming up as the option. So I know that was one of your encounters. Right. So I'm pretty sure that happened.
I do see that I wrote down here. Luckily, nothing approaches in the middle of the night to deal us bodily harm, so we all wake up in the morning nice and refreshed. Which is probably language for we got a full rest in.
It all checks out.
Got the body. Oh wait, there was actually something else after that. There was that. What's the word for like a pouch? But if it was the size of a barrel, we found one of those full of platinum pieces. So I think we were still gonna arguing over how to divvy that up.
Oh,
that
right.
familiar.
Yeah. I forgot about that part. I'm glad you remembered and wrote that down.
And also the mother and father displacer beast. They never died either.
They're still alive somewhere. All right. So, everybody are you on the town map? I think you are. Yeah.
I am.
So, you've got your cart, and you've got a body in the back of it. And I recall someone tried to throw something over him, a towel or something, at the end of last week.
Maybe like some rope.
That sounds
I seem to recall we've got rope for days.
Who did that towel come from? I'm just concerned.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was a towel or if it was a coat or something.
I think it was like a bedroll or something.
Yeah, there we go.
Got a bedroll I might have laid over the top of them.
A random tarp we found.
That sounds like
there's always a random tarp. So the body's covered up. As you roll up to the gate, the guard on duty sees you, and he turns and calls out something to someone on his side of the gate, and the gate kind of rumbles open enough to admit you and the cart. As you enter and come into the town, what's his name? I've got it written down somewhere. Yes. Manel, that's right. As you enter the town, Manel comes out of the guardhouse and approaches you. Well, you've made it back safe again. Congratulations. Did you find what you were looking for?
You could say that it's looking at us. Because it was a big eyeball.
No, stop. He gets it.
Do I need
He
to
kind
make
of
a
looks at
drawing?
you. He kind of looks at you skeptically. If you say so. We've had some we've had some bad luck around here. The mist seems to be creeping in, and with food running out, people are getting desperate. We've had some people try to leave and head off to other towns, see if they can make it through the mist and the creatures.
Whoa, hold on. There's other towns? And I'm gonna, like, yeah, I mean, of course there were. Maybe that's why and I, like, side-eye the cart. Never mind. Well-timed owl hoot.
That was pretty good, yeah. I'm not sure if you should roll deception for that or not. Since you didn't actually lie, you just didn't say anything.
I've heard enough. Yeah,
The wheels have been set in motion.
2 digits.
What has been started cannot be undone.
Like Final Destination. The dice are getting rolled.
Fortunately, Manel does not seem to take that statement amiss. As well, with everything happening, anything that you are able to do for Jonderlug that could help to save us from this, and he sort of gestures at the mist above, would be great indeed. I suppose you better get going, catch up to him, and deliver whatever you've recovered to him.
Speaking of things that we recovered, I'm afraid we have found one of the attempted fleers of Serapin while on the road, and unfortunately they did not make it. It felt kind of rude just to leave their body out there, so we sort of brought it back on the cart. I figured I'd tell you now before you found out, and then it looked really suspicious.
He nods. We suspected that would happen. Let me see him.
Right. I roll the cart up to where he's kind of at, and pull back the bedroll.
He leans over and looks at the man. Oh, yep, that's Javier. He all of his family had left years ago, and he was living here, working over at the boarding school. I think he had left to go and try and find some of his family. Did he make it far?
I actually don't.
Hmm.
I mean, he was like, I would say
Like
halfway
right
there.
outside.
Like, he got really far, you know, considering the amount of preparations it looked like he took. Shit.
Manel shakes his head. Well, there's nothing to be done for it. I'll have the guards take him from you here, and we'll give him a proper burial at least.
I sure appreciate that.
He waves over 2 of the guards, and they gently heft him off of the cart and walk him down an alley nearby, out of sight. Well, I'll let you get back to your business. Anything else that we can do to assist you in resolving this situation, let me know.
Will do. You've already done a whole lot.
Well, we all do what we can in these trying times. He turns and heads back into the guardhouse. So,
All right.
up to you guys now.
So we'll get rid of the eye first, then latte, then nap.
I like the way you think.
Did we actually find any herbs? Were we looking for those?
I thought we did. Let me check my
'Cause,
inventory that I clearly was checking this entire time.
yeah.
I'll be honest, I wasn't doing a whole lot of looking.
You know what? I don't think I have anything in there for her.
Oh, I
Oops.
feel kind of bad.
Sorry, latte.
Yeah, and I feel like the medicinal vegetation that I have may not exactly be what she's looking for.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me check out Bongo Cart. I'm ignoring you.
What? How could you be doing that?
So much stuff in the cart.
There's so much in Bongo Cart. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any herbs at all. We must have just been power walking the entire way.
Sounds like something we do.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think we were more concerned about getting there quickly and defeating the Gauth without anything, hurting us, than we were with
That sounds right.
things or herbs. Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
Well, if you see her around town, you'll just have to like pointedly not make eye contact.
Yeah, awkwardly shuffle away.
I'm gonna go
Check
to,
my watch super quick, go around the other way.
go to the world's best salesman and buy like a cloak with a hood. It's like,
Maybe a ladder so we can climb on top of the roofs.
dude, that guy could have
Just
sold
remembered
ice
my
to
oven is on.
that guy could have sold ice to an Eskimo.
Well, where are we headed?
I guess Magic Man.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna
Yeah.
give the eye to Jonderlug before something happens to it.
One day I'll learn his name.
Junderlug.
It's on the map.
You think I look at the map? You think
Yeah,
I
it
can
says-
read?
You think
It says right there, Magic Man.
I give,
Wait,
you,
nailed it.
I give you too much credit.
You think I
All
went
right,
to school?
um,
I smashed my knee on the door frame earlier. Update, still hurts.
Oh,
Rough. I was hoping it felt better by now.
No, you know what will make me feel better? Getting rid of this mist. Let's go to Jonderlug.
woo!
Good plan. Good tie-in. All right. So, you roll the cart on down the road and approach Jonderlug's shop. Do you bring the eye in immediately? Are you carrying it in something, or just like holding it up above your head triumphantly and screaming while you run through the door?
I mean, they all sound so good.
I think I'm gonna hold it up over my head, without explanation. Walk in and go. Feel like cast prestidigitation to make like some confetti or something.
Jonderlug seems suitably impressed as you come through the door with that stunning display of whatever.
I'm just outside protecting the cart.
Oh, yep. I gotta watch the GIF. Man, it's been a while. I have that too for N64. I need to break that back out again and play it.
Right?
My brother took my N64.
That bastard.
Oh yeah, that's a hate crime right there.
He snuck in like a thief one day, and I was like, where'd everything go?
Wow.
Like a shade in the night.
He was.
I'm
It's the stuff
surprised
of
you still
nightmare.
call him your brother.
No, he knows I'll get him back.
The only thing thicker than blood is an N64.
Special edition Majora's Mask.
Oh
So-
god.
So Jonderlug is behind the counter and he sees you come in with the eye, and he puts down the book that he was flipping through and motions you over. Well, let's see it.
I place it on the nearest table and or horizontal surface.
So Jonderlug puts his spectacles on and then picks up the eye and looks directly into it, tilting his head a little bit, rolls it over, pokes it gently with one finger. I gotta flip to my tab to see what that was. Pokes it gently with one finger and kind of squeezes it a little bit. Well, this should do nicely. Yes, I think that this will work. And he takes the eye and he puts it into a small chest back behind the counter in the back of his store. So, I think we're only down to one item left before I can complete the ritual.
I thought that was the last item.
Nope, unfortunately. So you have brought me the heart of an Azer, which should work. We now have the eye of a Gouth. We have our crystal vial of pixie blood. But the last thing that we still need, we need a perfectly circular, polished meteorite sphere.
That should be easy.
Any of you,
Uh,
any of you happen to have one handy?
I'll answer your
Oh, you
question
know.
with another question. Do you have a way for us to like get into space to like go where the meteorites live?
Well, I'm sure we could come up with something if I dig through all of the books I have here.
You must have Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It's like, no.
Yes, I think that. Oh, the owl kicked in, and I wasn't. I thought it was an actual owl here. Yes, I think if we have a sphere of meteorite, I can use it as the final step in this ritual. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anyone here in town that is able to forge meteorite, even if we're able to find any. I do know that the dwarves of Nuruk, some ways upriver, have been said to have the tools capable of forging meteorite and the precision to forge it into the sphere that we need. But it is a long and dangerous journey to get there.
Given that I am a dwarf and I would have some knowledge of dwarven cities, I'm gonna guess, would I know about this establishment that he's talking about?
I would
Maybe.
say you would be familiar with it. Yeah, it'll be a like a large-ish, fairly well-known dwarven city.
Okay. And would I know how far away that would be from here?
Yes, and I have a note about that somewhere. Yeah. So, New Rock, you would know, would be about 2 weeks of travel to the southeast if you're on foot.
Ah, cool.
Oof.
The Dowie of the Southeast. Another question. I have a strange metal ingot that appears to be magical. And I've had it for some time from the tower with the Azer. Is there anyone in town that could potentially identify if there's this meteor component in this hunk of metal?
Do you have it? Like, do you pull it out and have it with you, or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
in,
the
it
cart?
is in my inventory. It is called a strange metal ingot, and it's just
Okay.
one bar. It probably won't be enough for an orb, but it might be a start. And I don't know, maybe if someone can point us in a direction.
So Jonderlug takes a look at the ingot. This could be meteorite. It seems to meet the requirements. The blacksmith might be able to better identify it, or at least he might be able to eliminate other metals that he's more familiar with, which might help.
Hmm.
And the sphere we need, the size is not as important as the fact that it needs to be perfectly spherical. So
I see.
making even a small one, as long as it's perfectly round, should suffice for my needs. So this may be enough.
I will go and check with the blacksmith. Then, thank you, and I'll start heading out the door, and that'll kind of be me parting. If I remember correctly, the blacksmith tried to look at this before, so I don't think he could, but I'll give it another shot.
I don't remember the blacksmith looking at it before.
It was when I did the armor. If you remember, I had him refit some armor for me.
I remember that part.
I also asked him about the ingot, and I think he was like, "I don't quite know, but I can tell you that it's magical." And it was going to be like a lot of money for me to forge something with it, because I was thinking like, "Oh, we could like do like a rapier or something for wit, because it's one ingot, right?" I'm thinking, it's something good we could do for a rapier or a dagger or something like that. And he was like, "Oh, it's going to be, I think, pretty expensive." There was some reason why I was like, "Nah, let's just hold on to it."
Okay. No, you know what? I think you may be right. So in that case, you would know that you've already taken it to him, and he wasn't able to confirm it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, good catch. So, if we could get the dwarves of Nuruk to forge this, which I think is meteorite, into a perfect sphere, I think that would be the last component that I need in order to complete the ritual. Obviously, though, that journey, 2 weeks traveling in current conditions, is be a very long time to be on the road.
Agreed.
I have heard there are legends of an ancient way traveling. Might be a little bit faster, but the dangers therein could be just as great or worse. I'm not sure. The legends. Who knows what parts of them are true and what parts of them are fabrication or exaggeration.
I mean, we did just go through a Gauth lair, plus a nightmare pudding scene. I think we can handle this.
Yeah, and how much more dangerous would it be than 2 weeks on the road?
2 weeks on the road, I think we'd most definitely die.
It's
Probably.
looking that way. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
And
not
that's a
here.
lot of
A
supplies.
lot
too.
of torches, a lot of supplies.
Yes, the logistics would be pretty mind-boggling on their own. Hang on. Let me find my notes. He turns and goes back to a table at the back of the shop and like pushes a stack of books out of the way and moves a couple of scrolls and flips through a few random sheets of paper and finally finds the one that he wants and comes back up to the table. So no one knows when these gates were created or how long they've been here, but legend has it that those who can travel through them, if they can survive the perils within, and if they can decipher the legend stones that stand within the gates, they can travel many leagues and come out as if they've traveled multiple weeks down the road, but having only traveled a day or two in real time. It's said to be quite amazing when someone actually has managed to survive it. I've found record of one of the gates near here, and beyond that, I think I've also found the symbol that would represent the gate near Nuruk. The gate itself has existed far longer than the dwarven civilization, but the city that once stood there, its name, no one knows what its name was. It's been lost to time, but the symbol for the gate, I think I know what it is. With that, I think you might be able to get through them and make it to Nuruk without having to spend 2 weeks on the road.
Oh, well, that sounds awesome. I feel like that'd be way better. Like, I can't speak for anybody else, but I feel like traveling weeks of distance and days at a time, I mean, that sounds right up our alley.
I'm not here, or else I'd agree.
Be a lot better than walking. Where are you?
What?
I'm outside with the cart.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Forgot. I was like, where'd you go? I didn't even hear you
No,
sneak
you're
out.
good.
Stealthy
Just sneak.
from
Good
the
joke.
Do you know how hard it is
Well-
to sneak with a cart? Come on, think, man.
I've tried. Yeah, it's tough. I'll tell you.
I'm thinking of what was it, the Panzers in World War II? They ran out of, they couldn't ever, like the Germans, I think they couldn't ever maintain their supply lines to get enough bearing grease to the front. So by the end of the war, all of their Panzers were just like screaming and squealing every time they rolled them somewhere.
Squeak.
That was about right.
Anyway, well, let me write down this symbol so that you know what it means, and I'll write you a set of directions. The gate is only a couple of hours travel from the town here, off in the woods. It'll look like a doorway made of twisted black stone, and those who step through it, you will be in a different land entirely. You should make sure to be well prepared for whatever may come.
Sounds
How do we-
fun.
How do we know that this new land will take us to the the destination that we want.
From the legends and the stories that I have gathered, there are paths within. If you follow the paths and follow the symbol for the town that you're looking for the gate that you're looking for, it should lead to an exit that comes out of the correct gate.
And do we know what that symbol is?
As he finishes sketching all of this out on a sheet of parchment, he slides it across the table to you. The sheet of parchment contains the directions, like basic directions to find the gate near town here, as well as a strange glyph or symbol that none of you recognize, but is sketched out fairly large on the bottom sheet of parchment, and he has labeled that Nuruk.
Cool.
This symbol should be the gate near Nuruk. I think if you can follow that, you should get to where you need to go.
Excellent work, Junderlug. We will return post haste with
Sounds
our
good.
meteor orb.
Excellent. I'll keep looking. This is the only symbol that I've found so far. I don't know the symbols for the other gates, but I'll keep looking through the records, and I'll dig through the books in the library and see if I can come up with any others. Mayhap we can save you some time on some of your further travels in the future.
Excellent. Do we have any form of... Actually, I'm going to ask Junderlug this. Do you ever have any form of talking rocks available?
He kind of looks around the shop and says, I'd heard tell of such things several years ago, but I've never actually seen a set of them. I'm not sure where we could get them. Anything else?
I think I'm good.
Nah, I've just been trying to write that down.
Yeah, you kept up with that, right?
More or less. Oh, I missed the C in Nuruk.
Shame.
I took a guess and guessed that it's spelled with a C. Seems more.
Go ahead and type out how you spelled it, because I want to know.
So let me just make sure I have it right. It's Nuruk. Is that how you
That's
just...
how it was pronounced, yeah.
Okay.
I'd replace the I with an O, but then otherwise, I'm gonna actually change my spelling to match yours because I like it better.
Oh, sweet. Wait, so now in canon, is it spelled with an O or with an I?
With an O.
Okay, thank goodness. So we are copying and pasting. Right. I think I've got no... Oh. About the matter of I'm not sure why I'm being coy about this. The displacer cub that we brought here last time. How's he doing?
Oh shit! I completely forgot about the displacer.
Boosh. You lost him?
It's only eaten 5 people.
Crap! I completely forgot about that. What would Jonderlug have been doing, and what would the
Oh, he's doing
displacer
fine.
be doing? Damn, I feel like I've screwed up and I've lost a great opportunity here because I feel like the displacer beast should have been like rampaging around the shop when you walked in. If I had only remembered.
Chandala comes.
It is a slippery animal. I could see how it would be like, I haven't seen it, you know? Like, it got away or something along those lines.
We come in
Right.
with the gout eyes. Jonderlug is like, "What is it? Shut off! Who cares? Give me the thing and leave."
Right. He's just like frazzled and disheveled and scratched up and everything's knocked over and the curtains are torn and
Fuck it. There's like 20 more
Finally
things
got
I
it
gotta
this
go
week,
get.
don't
Take
make
him
a
with me.
sound. So
For our next journey, we'll come back here and the town's gonna be on fire.
No, it's just somewhere else. He displaced the town.
I'm not even mad now. I'm just impressed.
So you asked Jonderlug about the displacer beast, and he turns and looks towards the back of the shop. I think he's still napping by the fire. He's growing quite well, and he seems to have taken to me.
Oh, sweet. Inner monologue is like, "That's fucking bullshit. He should belong to us." Like Naruto moment. Boom, back to reality. No, awesome, dude. I'm glad he's, has he, like, been dangerous? I know that was a concern, you know, when we brought him here. Unasked and uninvited.
Well, so far he can be a little bit rough when he plays, but I'm hopeful that we can train that out of him. Otherwise, we might have to do something else with him once he's larger. He's already grown a little bit, and if he was going to be too aggressive, we wouldn't be able to keep him in town for sure. But I think we have time, and I think that we can keep that from happening. Hopefully.
Oh, sweet. Love hearing that. Thanks again for watching after him, you know. Like, we would do it, but unfortunately I feel like that'd be more dangerous than, you know, living out in the wild.
Yeah. For a time at least, it probably would be. Well, is there anything else that you need?
No, I think I'm good. Oh, wait, I'll go ask, Felix if there's anything he needs. And I'll walk, like, 2 steps out of the store and be like, "Hey, Felix! Do you want to ask Chandra, like, anything?"
Oh, no, I'm alright.
Cool! Yeah, Felix says he's alright. So I think I'm good. I'm gonna bounce.
All right. Well, take that sheet with you. Remember, don't get lost. If you do get lost down there, there's no telling where you'll come out. And Godspeed and good luck.
Thank you very much, dude.
Thanks.
I'll take an exit.
All right. Thank God, because that voice is hurting my throat.
So what do we find out?
Good news, bad news. He was real appreciative about the eye. And, like, the special effects were, like, top notch. Really appreciate it. Thanks, dude. Gave him the thing. He said there's one last piece we need, and I'm gonna hold him to that. You know, if we ask him. If we come
For
back
one more
and he's like,
thing.
"Oh, there's another thing." Apparently it's... We need a piece of metal that came from, like, a space rock. But it's gotta be, like, perfectly round in all dimensions.
As you're telling me this, I'm eating bark like it's popcorn.
At this point, I think I would have just stopped caring.
And I might have that meteorite ore. I have this ingot, but we need a very skilled blacksmith to identify it. So we need to head to the Dowie city, Nurik.
Let's do it. Spell that with an I or no?
I hear tell it's with an O. You know, I was also confused at one point.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that place.
Apparently there's some, like, secret ancient underground. Wait, I'm not actually certain if it was underground. I'm not sure if he explicitly said that. But either we could take the roads, and it would take us, like, 2 weeks to get there, which, you know, I am gonna assume that none of us are gonna be a huge fan of that. Or there's some, like, ancient way that we could go where we could either get lost and we just go nowhere and we probably die, or if we go the right way, it'll, like, lead us right there in just a couple days. So,
Yeah, I like the fast way better.
yeah, like, me personally, I'm
Yeah.
gonna vote for that as well. So it's 2 votes for that one, it sounds like.
2 weeks would be an awfully long
Probably
time.
won't die.
Oh, are you talking about walking or the fast way we probably won't die?
I think the fast way. Long way will
I
definitely
agree.
die.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like it's a risk reward. It's like, well, either we'll almost certainly die, or there's like a chance that we won't.
Exactly.
Alright, sounds good. I would like to maybe get like an actual full night's rest first.
In a bed.
Yeah.
Maybe crack open one of them eggs, see if they're still good. Have, like, a victory meal.
Have a
I mean,
fine egg.
I'll leave that to somebody else.
Try to, like, hard boil it, kill any bacteria that may have grown on it.
Raw or bust.
Yeah, I'm guys. Nah, bust.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
Tell it
not
all.
really that hungry. as I eat
Yeah.
another handful of bark.
Hide the bark.
It's a whole ordeal.
Are you like growing?
No, I think it was when I cast one of my spells and it like magicked me up a little bit, and it's now the only thing that'll sate my hunger.
Is bark.
Yeah. It's a whole ordeal.
It's a whole big thing, you know.
Good
Being a
stuff. Though.
spellcaster sounds awesome.
It's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie.
So,
I'd say it's worth it.
if you guys are going to hit the tavern, have a meal, have a drink, take a rest, buy supplies, we can work our way through all of that.
Sounds good to me.
Sweet.
I feel like we should buy a ladder.
That's true. What if the doors are like really high above ground?
It's a good idea.
Right.
Or what if they're really low below ground and we need a
Had
ladder
to climb down.
down? Let's do it. I love this idea.
I think you're onto something.
We're so smart.
SMRT.
Let's do it. I unironically think this is a good idea.
All right, and my throat's already sore, so I'm going to be light on voices from here on out. But where do we head
Oh, you're
first?
fine.
What time of day is it? Is it like mid-afternoon-ish?
Yeah, I'd say you had a short day's travel, so we'll give you afternoon time.
Probably should shop first.
Sure, I'm down. I don't have a whole lot of shopping I need to do, so I guess just the ladder and I'm good.
No, we need like torches and probably more
Oh, we always
rations.
need torches.
We always need torches.
Yeah. Dude, instead of like gold, we could probably trade with torches. I think those would be more valuable.
I mean, I would if I had the torches. Problem is, I feel like the gold is less valuable than the torch at the moment, and I'm torch deficient.
You're all torched out.
I wouldn't say torched out, but if we have another day's journey ahead of us, I only have see, counting them, 1, 2, 7 torches left.
Yeah, we need more.
Shit.
I feel like Seraphim's kind of running out too, is the unfortunate part.
Yep.
Good news. I found that shop PDF
Oh, nice.
that I used to have.
Well, that's good.
So I got to get that
That sounds
uploaded to
excellent.
my drive so I don't lose it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really know how to deal with the torch deficiency. I guess we could just ask around again, but I feel like each time we've asked, they've come back with fewer and fewer. And I feel like it's starting to become a problem.
Yeah, I feel like Nova-ing all of the torches in this place may not be super helpful for the local population.
Right.
Hey man, we're
Like
trying to save the local population.
Yeah, it's... This is gonna sound really dumb, but like, follow me here. Has anyone ever played a Minecraft mod where it's like, alright, sweet, I did like 3 hours of work to get 2 diamonds. You know, if I use those 2 diamonds, it'll only take me like 1 hour to get the next 2 diamonds. I feel like that's kind of what we're doing, where it's like, we're using torches to get torches. The torches at the end that we're gonna get is like, the sky's gonna open up and it'll just be bright outside.
I guess so.
I can tell you've all had the exact same experience and you're speechless at my deductive reasoning.
Yes.
I've absolutely done that. God, I used to play a lot of Minecraft.
Yeah, I used to do that too. Used to. In the past.
For a while, a couple of years, I ran a server, and I had a VPS for it and everything, so it was up 24/7. It was hosted in a data center, like it was professional-ish.
Oh, nice.
And I had we were running one of the mods that would give you a live map that was
Whoa.
hosted on a web page, so you could hit a web page on a subdomain of my domain name, and it would give you a live like flash map showing the world with little icons for where our players were at the time. And
That's
then
excellent.
you could chat with them from the web page. So it was fantastic. We had a lot of
That is
fun.
very cool. Did you have like an API that was like pushing that information out to like a web app, or was
It
this
was
all
all
built?
like it was all just mods,
Oh, okay, okay.
just modded Minecraft. But yeah, it was awesome. It just kind of opened up a little basic server listening on 443 or port 80 or something that I just opened up that firewall rule to make it to the server on that port as well, and it just worked.
Dang.
That's excellent. My highest achievement was getting water to work correctly in my creative mode server. Like
Yeah.
it actually flowed, and I was just ecstatic. And this was many, many, many moons ago. I don't even know. It probably works normally now, but that's about as far down the rabbit hole as I went.
Yeah, those were the days.
Right?
All right. So who went to the shop, and aside from torches, what are you looking for?
Were we serious about the ladder thing?
No.
Alright,
No, they did.
The shopkeeper gets a dejected expression on his face.
gotcha. We're only coming back with 2 ladders. Gotcha.
Right, only 2.
Very
Maybe one more
persuasive.
grappling hook.
Let's,
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Oh, go ahead.
Do we remember the requirements for getting into this path? Like how... So we arrive at, I'm imagining, like, the entrance to the path that we're gonna take. Like, is that underground? Is that just through a forest or something? Or like a road?
Said it was just in the forest.
Yep. So the instructions that he gave you describe it's a twisted black stone doorway rising up out of the forest floor. So the only special equipment required to get you through it would be like shoes. I guess they're technically optional.
Perfect.
Maybe a
Pretty
cart?
standard equipment.
Maybe a hand axe?
Well, I'd say definitely a cart.
You don't have a cart, are you even living?
Block of chalk?
Only poor people don't have carts. Who wants to be one of those?
Not I.
I'd rather have the cart than the money. Me personally.
The money can't buy good rolls. The cart can.
All right. So what else are we looking for?
I'll be honest, I don't need a whole lot other than the cart. I'm sorry, other than the torches. Or the cart.
You always need the cart, though.
You are correct.
The shopkeeper digs around behind the counter and he comes up with a handful of torches and says, "These are dear these days. The town's sending out parties to find more, but they have a harder and harder time retrieving materials close to town. I can't let them go for less than half a silver each."
That can be arranged. Is me? Yep. How many do we think we need? I'm asking the group now.
You have
Or
7?
how many does the innkeeper have? The shopkeeper have?
He has 20 in stock.
Whoa. I think if we split it into 8-hour days, is it gonna take, you say, a day to get there and then a day to get back? Is it like an 8-hour walking day, or is it like a full sunrise to sunset day?
So I don't and I don't think I said anything specific, and if I did, I apologize.
No, I mean, you didn't.
But he didn't give you a specific time frame.
Gotcha.
Just that it would be significantly faster.
Alright. Well, I think if we get 12, we'll have 20.
That's
Or if we
fair.
get, hold on. I think, I'm sorry, we have 7, so we need 13. If we get 17, we'd have 24, which is a full 24 hours of torch, which I think would be great.
What?
So we have 7,
Yeah, I got it.
plus
Okay, I missed that
17 is
part.
24.
Okay.
Yeah. we will take most of them off of your hands with the end goal that we will soon be back and the fog will be lifted forever.
Well, that is a goal I can support. For how many did you say? 17?
17 would be ideal.
All right. That'll be 8 silvers and 5 coppers.
And I give him the full 3/4 of a silver for each one that he asked for.
The shopkeeper takes the pile of money you hand him and counts out the extra coins and slides them back across to you. It was only half, but it's okay if you're not good at math.
Oh yeah, but what about all these that we also got? And I pull out my own torches. Weren't these also the, so that makes, 10.5.
Roll deception.
Deception, nothing.
Performance is what that sounded like.
Yup. Don't get thrown in prison because you're stealing.
Boosh.
I mean, he's not stealing. He's stealing in reverse.
Know,
I'm
right?
giving-
You're
Deceiving
tipping.
the guy.
giving people money.
Trying to
He's
tip.
deceiving the guy. It looked like he was stealing to give him more money. God, it's so
I don't know. It's backwards.
backwards.
He might end up in a mental asylum.
He looks at the rest of the torches in your hand and says, "Oh, thank you, an honest man. Thank you." He takes the rest of the coins back.
You're very welcome. Now I feel kind of bad. They called me honest.
dare
Now I
you.
figured out it's under his skin.
Alright, I think that fits my shopping needs for the moment.
Everybody have enough food?
I'm gonna pick up a few more rations while I'm here.
All right. The shopkeeper goes to a shelf on the side of the room and comes back with a small stack of rations. With the way things are going, these are dear too. They're 15 silvers apiece.
Oh wow.
Wait, it's 15 silvers for food, but only
Yeah.
3/4 of a silver for torches?
Well, I mean, a torch is a stick with something flammable on it.
That's
Like
true.
they can still,
That's a good point.
like
That's fair.
take a torch out into the woods near town and then harvest material to make more torches.
That's true. Torches
food-
make more torches. Food doesn't make more food.
Right.
Mhm.
Food's getting
Makes sense.
tough. With
I see.
stored food kind of running out now that it's the end of winter. I think I talked about that before, where
Gotcha.
Like- this happened shortly before winter, so a lot of food was already stored up, but you're starting to run low, and now that's getting pretty dear.
Roger.
Instead of the end of winter, I thought you were going to say the end of the world.
I mean,
Yeah, it's the end of the world as we know it, but he feels fine.
how are you guys doing on rations?
We
I'm,
check.
I hold up my bark and I'm like, I'm great.
Yeah, I think
Okay, tree man, fine.
most of mine were in the cart. I've got a couple days left, but also I could make food, like sustenance.
Fair.
Yeah,
So
I'm,
Okay.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, I got 3 salted pork rations, and I still have my 40 eggs.
Oh my gosh, your eggs.
I then look
Okay,
to
so
the
we're
shop.
basically set on food.
I then look to the shopkeeper and go like, make food, out of like flour and eggs and stuff. Not like by magic. That would be crazy, right? Who would even suggest? Who said that?
There's a lot of deception going on this campaign.
No.
The shopkeeper looks at you suspiciously. Well, if you won't buy it, someone else will. There's always hungry people.
It's like, what's this guy trying to get at?
It's like I find him suspicious, but I don't.
I don't know what he's gonna do to me, but I don't trust him.
He's just weird. I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
He's either
Yeah.
suspicious or he's an idiot, and I can't
I'm
tell.
gonna
which.
dial 911 on the phone.
Yeah.
Let's keep it ready. I got an itchy one finger.
Anybody else have anything?
Well, if everyone's good on food, I think we're set on rope and grappling hooks. A little lacking in ladders, but besides that, we should be good.
I can give you a great deal on ladders.
No, thank you. I'm gonna scuttle out the store.
Buy 3, get 1 free.
Oh, that's a deal.
Felix walks out with 4 ladders.
All right,
I'm good.
done in the shop.
We better be before we have 8 ladders.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, and then is anybody else going to be making any other stops, shopping in any other stores, talking to any other people, doing any research, any other supplies or anything you need? And you'll be able to go around tomorrow morning too if you want shop again. So
Probably tomorrow. Somebody remind me. I have that magic potion. Well, I may or may not be magical. It's glowing blue, so you know that's signs pointing
Usually a hint.
toward magic. It emits a
Usually.
faint blue light, but I don't want to drink it in case it's something bad, or if it's something super good, I don't want to waste it. So probably tomorrow I'm
You
gonna
know-
go to Jonderlug, but I feel like I missed my opportunity today.
Well, we can just
It-
go back. You're not Mike
Yeah.
Kenway.
boy, I hope I wrote down what that was. Okay, yep, I did. Carry on. Where are you headed?
This concludes my duties. If somebody else wants something from the group fund, I could hit you up with some cash, but I think right now I'm just gonna chill back at the inn, and maybe catch up on some reading.
Right? I'll allow it.
Anybody like some communal funds? Some bark, perhaps?
I think the bark is all you.
Yeah, you can keep that. You know, I'd hate to separate a man from his snacks.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard pass.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So Logan's headed back to the inn. Jacob, what were you saying?
I'll head over to Jonderlug's place with the potion. Inquire about that. Try to apologize
Okay.
for coming to a shop twice in a day.
Oh, he loves it.
So you go into John Derlug's shop and ask him if he can identify the potion that you've brought him.
Yeah.
He takes a look at the bottle and he kind of swirls it around, and he takes a small little eyedropper out, and he pulls like 1 drop of it out, and he drips it on a couple different pieces of paper, and he looks at them and he says, "Well, I think that it's a potion of invulnerability. Based on the color and the way that it's reacted with the compounds on this paper, it should be a potion of invulnerability. I'm almost certain of it."
Oh, awesome. What's that do?
Come on. Let me get the right book. Oh, screw it. I'll just look it up on the internet. For 1 minute after you drink this potion, you have resistance to all damage.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Hopefully we won't need that. If we're just asking the dwarves about some metal. But probably knowing them, I assume that's not gonna be a hard thing. I'll hold on to it. John Derlick, thanks. Is there what kind of payment are you gonna ask for determining what kind of potion this is?
Oh, no charge.
Oh yeah. Oh sweet. Thanks, dude. We'll be sure to get that ore back in a swift manner as possible.
Excellent. I'll keep working on the rest of the ritual components.
Oh, awesome. Oh, while I'm here, is the little displacer dude? Is he taking a nap, or is he Can I hang out with him?
No, I think he's awake now. And John Derlug kind of motions you into the back room of his shop, which is You enter and it's like a combination, living space, a little kitchenette kind of thing, got a little fireplace, and the displacer beast is batting around a ball of yarn on the floor in front of the fire.
It's- do my eyes light up, and I go over to him. Wait, and I use my wild shape to turn into like a kitty.
That's fantastic. I'll allow it.
Aw.
Yeah. I don't do the cat thing where it's like sit down and like wiggle my butt and like pounce on the little ball and like bat it around. Oh, perfect. Also, before I forget, whenever I decide to leave on the way out, I'm gonna try to like sneak a cup like 2 gold pieces in Jonderlug's shop for identifying the thing, because I figured it's what Felix would want me to do. It's what Felix would do while he's here.
Now the whole party's becoming.
I'm turning them.
Happening.
Oh, wait, I need some money.
No.
I'm gonna go with 3. Put me to a
That's
nice
fine.
even 14. Nice round number. Alright. So I'm set for life, playing with this displacer cub. What do you guys doing?
What fog?
What dwarfs?
Oh, I felt like I used to know one at some point, but I kind of forgot about him. I mean, what? Ah.
Sorry, trying to find notes for the right things here. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, Logan, go ahead and roll me a.
Hold on, I'm sending you a different message. You can
Okay.
ignore me and attend to somebody else.
Got it. Tending to someone else. Orsik, what are you doing?
Looking pretty.
Cutest.
Damn right you are.
I'm just gonna be hanging out with the group. I don't have anything I think I need to do. I'm pretty stocked up, so if anyone needs a hand or wants me to carry something, let me know.
Sounds like you guys are pretty much done. Is that the conclusion?
Yeah,
I'd say-
I'd like to do some research on these gates, but I'm doubting the burned out library has anything.
It's up to you. I always support research, obviously.
I always do too. And I like that we're like the smarter, slower group going at this.
It's helped you guys a couple of times.
Alright.
At least you don't have Fang just being like, "All right, guys, let's go."
We're going to Fang North.
Yeah, we're going, and then like suddenly you just see an orc like disappear into the mist. Like, where are you going, dude?
Fang now!
And then I'd be dead.
Yeah, weird. We found this body going to our next thing.
He went Fang dead.
I've picked up some papers from the Gauth lair, that I have not yet deciphered. Oh, mighty DM, is that something that, like, is there actually anything written on them, or is it just sort of gibberish?
So you can obviously tell that there's a system here. You just don't know the language. So there's information there. You don't know what it is. You can take some time trying to decipher it, and we'll see how it goes. If you want to roll an investigation, and then
Is it?
Sorry, go ahead.
Is it just a language that I can't understand, or is it like I can decipher what the letters or writing is, but I can't decipher the meaning?
It's a completely unknown language. Unknown symbols, not the, not even like, it's not even like, oh look, the Cyrillic alphabet. I can't read it, but I know
Gotcha.
that I know what it is. It's
Interesting.
something completely different.
I'll give that a shot then, I guess.
Okay. And then for your trip to the library, you can do an investigation as well for doing some research.
Would it help if I put reading glasses on?
If you put reading glasses on, I will give you a +1 bonus to reading speed.
It's marginal value. That's incredible.
Alright.
All right, that is some excellent research
Alright.
on the.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You did fantastic.
Great work. Let me write that down real quick.
Is there something on here? I can't tell. Call those letters. Huh?
Letters?
Letter? I hardly know her. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you.
So for the Gauss papers there, you flip through them and like you can kind of start to see some patterns. You can see where things are broken up into like sections and sentences, but you're not able to really decipher any meaning out of it yet. But probably some more work in the future might do you some good and might help you with it.
Gotcha.
All right, and Wit on your part. Sending a message. All right. Anything else?
I'm good now.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
doing alright.
Yeah.
I gotta go let the dogs in real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Speaking of dogs,
Let the dogs in.
No.
All right, they're in.
Woo.
So, everybody's headed to the tavern for a good night's rest.
It's the most
Oh, yeah.
responsible.
sounds like a plan to me.
Agreed.
All right, excellent. I don't remember what the tavern keeper charged you before, but he's gonna charge you a silver a night per person for your room, and it includes breakfast the next morning.
Ooh, breakfast.
That's
Oh,
generous.
wait a minute. Food's way more expensive than that right now.
That's
Aw.
well worth the 3 gold pieces.
Right. Yeah, so silver a night for the room, but breakfast in the morning is going to be an additional gold.
Oh, that's fair. Hand
So-
it over happily.
All right.
I'll pay for the room. Like my share of the room, but not the food. Then I'll wake up and cast Goodberry.
Guy and his magic food.
Right.
Which I will prepare during the night, and thus, like, reorient my list of spells that I've prepared. Essentially, turning off the let's fuck up the Gauth spell list. I feel like Earthbind may not be as cash money right now as it was when I prepared it.
Possibly not.
It's always cash money. I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like with dwarves, binding them to the earth won't really be a hugely impactful effect.
It makes them more powerful.
It's like if someone
Oh, no,
cast on me
him
like
even further.
computer bind. Like I'm fucking they're already, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know, man. I'm just here for life now. Thanks.
All right, so everybody goes to bed. We're good. Done for the day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Huh, eee.
All right, everybody goes to bed, gets a full rest. All your, if you had any spell slots or anything used, everything is recovered. I think you're still a little bit a ways from a level up, so you don't have that quite yet. So yeah, you wake up the next morning, and those of you who paid for breakfast get breakfast. Woo!
Woo!
Breakfast.
I was only half paying attention. How much is everything?
Silver for the bed and 1 gold for breakfast.
Ooh, this is spicy breakfast.
The the breakfast that you get for your gold turns out to be a few pieces of fairly stale toast, some slices of an apple that's been around for probably 1 month too many, and a small glass of juice.
Ooh, juice. Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Must be nice to have expectations like that.
No kidding.
I learned that from the year 2020.
All right. So with that out of the way, is anybody doing anything else this morning before you take off?
We have like a strategy meeting because I did learn a few things chilling in the library.
Oh, sure.
Sure, that works for
That's
me.
where all the cool kids go. Do some reading, do some learning.
I'm having fun with my library card.
Hold on. I have
Hard.
one quick question before we get to the learning thing. Felix with his hunger for bark, does he require any other sustenance to survive? Or is it just bark?
It's a good question.
Like, do I feel malnourished having eaten nothing but bark the last 2 days?
Hang on, let me find the roll and see exactly what it said. I think it's going to be open to.
Right.
I think it's going to be open to interpretation.
Because I've paid for the food, ordered none of it, eaten none of it, and have only been munching on the bark.
So
Just pack that per snack for the road.
the
Sure,
the
you know, I mean,
exact,
whatever.
the exact text that we have to go with is
Mhm.
each day caster must eat a pound of tree bark or he'll starve.
A pound? Holy
Oh
shit!
my god.
That
It's a good thing I collected 8 pounds of tree bark without even knowing that rule.
So I would say that you have to eat the tree bark, but other things are you can still eat other things as
I
well.
gotcha. So instead of eating my 1 pound of regular food per day, I just need to eat the 1 pound of bark. All right, I love that.
It actually
Oh,
kind
that's
of simplifies.
that's actually really convenient here. I'm not eating everyone else's food.
Now all I have to do
Alright.
is send you into a desert.
Yeah,
Oh,
that could
no.
be tough.
I love to see the fucking autopsy on that, where it's like, well, there's 3 pounds of tree bark in his stomach, but it looks like he starved to death in 1 day.
That's funny. Yeah, alright. Yeah, then I'm not eating any of the regular food. I just have a glass of water in my tree bark. Yep. So what did we find out?
It's like the saladiest of salads.
I'm just looking at him in horror and fascination this entire time. So it's like sawdust just kind of a tease for you.
It's, yeah, that's more of like the, just wood shavings as opposed to tree bark. You know,
Oh, yeah.
imposter, posers.
Definitely. You know,
Yeah.
it's the tofu of meat.
So how that actually worked out was the first few things he tried, I kept messaging him and just saying like, no,
Mhm.
that doesn't quite satisfy the craving. And then
And
he
there
hit
were a
like,
lot.
yeah, there were a number of things that he tried. And then he hit like, what was it, Tinder, I think?
The tinder from the tinder box, you were like, all right, that sort of does something to sate the hunger.
So he knew that Tinder was pretty close, and I was assuming that the Tinder was probably like, birch bark or some cedar or something like that. So we gradually narrowed it down, found that actual bark does it.
So what did we learn?
Anyways. So, did hit up the library. Basically, things we learned from the Magic Man, except, the whole dangerous beast possibility. Gotta remember the symbols, so we might, want to paint the symbols on the inside of our wrists so we don't forget where we're going.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. I mean, if
Yeah.
we don't want the inside of the wrist part, I do have some parchment. And a quill. And some ink. I left all of that here because I figured we probably wouldn't need it, but I've got it.
So proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, we might just want to label them from, here to where we're going. Because
Sure.
as apparently the landscape changes, we gotta remember that.
Ah. Yep, I'm down.
Alright, cool.
I'll hand everyone a piece of paper.
Sweet.
I don't know if you're gonna need this. What did the symbol? Did Junder show us what the symbol looked like?
I think he wrote it down for us.
Oh yeah,
He both of them
Just
down.
get it out on the sheet of paper that he gave you.
Okay. I'm just gonna copy it a couple of times and just hand each person in the group one copy.
Thanks.
Woohoo. Duncan.
Yep.
All right, heading out.
We are now.
Yep, I'm
Unless
good.
anyone else has anything.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Fine.
Nice. Let's roll.
Booyah. Grabbing the card.
Hey, we're literally rolling out.
Yeah.
I mean, some of us are.
Like
You
you
can hear like horse clops and cartwheels, and yeah, that was it was a good time.
All right, so you head for the gate that's headed towards the east. Actually, let me go back to the map. Make sure there actually is a gate on the east. I'm not on that page anymore. Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
So you head towards the eastern gate. The guards there see you coming, and they've obviously been told about the band of hardy adventurers out gathering materials to save the world. And as you approach, they go ahead and open the gates up and wave you through.
I wave back pleasantly. I assume they're giving me a formal oh yep, go on through, and I'm like, hello.
Accurate. So, you find yourselves outside of the town once more with the gates swinging shut behind you.
Well, I'll be honest, this kind of sucks already. Onwards then. Here's who would like a torch for themselves?
I'll take one.
Let's just do the light spell and then one torch.
Alrighty. I like that plan. Let me get my torch inventory up.
All right, and I'm gonna go theater of the mind for a minute here. Actually, you know what? Let's use one of the maps.
Sure.
One of the maps has a road on it already. We can. Yeah, this will work. And you're going east, west. It won't let me rotate it. Damn. Oh well.
Ooh.
Dun, dun.
I was gonna rotate the road, but it wouldn't let me. So everybody just tilt your head.
Sounds good.
Done. Oh, hold on. Wait, why am I sideways now?
All right, everybody, go ahead and put yourselves in
Oh,
marching
hold on.
order. I guess
There
we
we
don't
go.
need dead guy anymore, or the
Don't need the
eyeball.
eye.
My eyeball, what have you done? My perfectly drawn eyeball.
It still exists. It's just not visible right now.
Ah, that's right.
There
It's
you
also
go.
on the Gauth page. Okay, thank goodness.
I added it as a token, so it's in my my library of tokens.
Yes, forever immortalized.
Yeah, I can't send you a screenshot of that because there's other things on either side of it that you can't see yet, but it's there, I promise.
That's good enough for me.
Indeed.
All right, so you're headed east. Is that your marching order?
I sort of hope not, but if it is, then I'll go with the group. Just gonna do one of these.
I don't know where we're
What'd
going.
you? Oh, Fal Dune, your torch.
Where'd everyone go? Oh wait. Boom.
There you go.
Raise the roof.
Oh, yep,
All
I'm
right.
good here. If anybody wants to ride on the cart, you're more than welcome to do so. Got some spare room. Nope,
Got some-
alright.
You start walking, and
Gouth attack.
sorry, I
Another
had a good idea for another segment that's coming up soon, and I wanted to just put it together real quick.
Okay.
Sure.
So I've I kind of didn't want to pay those super high prices in town for food. So I got 9 more of these berries left. If anyone wants one, they're good for like a day's worth of food. So like, they're here. Yeah, they're not very. They don't taste like much. Like it's not bad. It's just like when you drink water, you know how you're not like, oh man, it's some damn good water. But like if anyone wants one, you know they're here. And if we don't eat them in the next like 22 hours, they're just gonna go away. So. Oh wait. No, hold on. I've just received a message from my nature gods or whatever. Like there'll still be berries, but they'll just be like a normal berry. Okay, we've got 8 berries left. I'd like to see what would happen if I plant one of these berries in the ground.
That'd be pretty cool.
I wonder if it would grow. Hold on, I'm gonna have to fucking wonder. I have 1 more spell slot, baby. I had only prepared 8 out of my 9 spells, and I know what the last one's gonna be.
Cool.
Fucking plant growth, baby. We don't have to wait eons to see.
You seem to have plans for him. I'll just keep munching on my sustenance.
No, I only need 1. So we've got 8 left. I ate 1 earlier at the. I made 10 of them. We had 10 to start with. I ate 1 at the inn, and then 1 of them I'm saving to grow into a good berry tree. So we got 8 left. Uneaten.
I'm doing alright.
You're well paid for breakfast.
I just had one of my rations.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah, and actually that's a good reminder. Everyone, go ahead if you ate any of your rations to knock that out of your inventory.
-1 bark. Done. Alright.
Felix, question for you.
Oh, yep.
Do you have some kind of special trait or something that makes it so that you can gain sustenance from bark? Because I don't think I could just munch on bark and be okay with that.
I didn't think I could either, up until the magic kinda magicked me up, and now I'm just sorta hoping that it's all bark all the time.
I understand.
But we'll test that hypothesis in the coming days.
Understood.
Do you perhaps feel malnourished? Are you weak
I mean,
and
right.
lethargic?
Right now, I'm feeling alright.
Love it.
This is so dumb.
What's your own unit?
All right. So
Whoa, that sounded awesome.
that was good. For the first hour of travel, go ahead and give me the perception checks for spotting or listening for approaching creatures and things.
Oh, may I spend my time looking for Laude's herbs?
Yes, you can. Are you still moving along at average speed while you do that?
I believe so. What pace are we moving at? Are we like hurrying up for this, or are we sort of chilling?
Look, because I think this is a new area-ish that we haven't like stripped down.
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't, but I'm sure, like, around here, it's probably been stripped down by the inhabitants of Seraphim.
Yeah, but I feel a little bad for coming back with nothing last time, so
Yeah.
we may want to make up for it.
I'm cool with it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Look around.
we'll
Same.
spend some time searching.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. What did we use for that? Was it nature? Survival?
I think it was survival, but I could be wrong.
I'll just scroll all the way up to see what we used.
You may have to go up a while.
I think
I had
survival
20.
makes more sense.
Yeah. Let's do survival. That should be fine. No, you know what? Screw
Alright.
it. Nature. That makes way more sense. We're doing nature.
Alright, I'm doing nature.
I was too confused anyways.
Wow. Oh.
Meow.
Oh. Why didn't you say so? Let's leave in 5 seconds.
All right. So with those rolls, I've got my list of herbs around here somewhere.
So does Fal Dune.
Heyo. Where did I leave that? There it is. So Jacob and Orsik, you find nothing. Logan, you find one bundle of 1, 4, 5 Valerian, and Wit, you find one bundle of Yarrow.
What
Oh, no,
happened?
I'm sorry, Wit, you found 2 bundles.
Ooh.
I actually found some, but it's not the kind that Lade's gonna want, if you know what I mean.
Who keeps fucking with Bongo Cart?
You're on my page.
It's not me.
I didn't do nothing. You clicked over to your page.
As the DM, being one of the few people who shares inventory screen with people, yeah, Roll20 inventory pages are weird. If 2 people have it open at the same time, and one person flips to another page, the other person gets drug along to it as well.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Mom said it was my turn for the inventory page.
Well, there you go. You have it. Congrats.
You just have to take.
Both have it now.
Yeah, it's kind of like one person access at a time. I'm not
Oh.
really sure how they managed to do that.
That makes sense how we went from 45 gold to 23. I mean, what?
What?
Eh?
Anyway, let's keep going. Who fucked up my Valerian?
What?
Oh?
I put it here. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wasn't
You
me.
have a problem.
I'm not anywhere near there.
Keep fucking me up. I can't put it on my space because I'm all out of place to put it.
Dude, MySpace is dead. Don't worry about it.
Not musicians.
So
sometimes
much
they
shit.
use it.
Everyone else's spot has so much room for it, and you keep switching over
Stick
to my
it on
one.
mine. Just put it on
I
mine.
tried, and then I got complained at, and then I moved it over to Orsik because I figured he wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, this is pretty much me like 90% of the time.
There, I got it. It's on Orsik's one. We're good.
That is a great gif. What is that from? I can't believe you know-
Dr. Steve Brule. It's Adult Swim. I think it was on the Tim and Eric show.
What's he a doctor of?
Nothing.
Kicking ass.
I think he's yeah.
Optometry.
Yep. So your first hour of travel goes smoothly. If everyone wants to go ahead and roll for the second one, and I went ahead and used your herbal rolls for this whole short trip, so we don't have to do those again.
I love it.
Nice.
Man.
Might as
Wow.
well up a little.
Man, Fal Dune, what are you looking at?
Oh, whatever. I'm looking at all the pretty colors, man.
Worry about it.
I very nearly just rolled performance and then persuasion when I realized that was.
Come on, Herbs, I believe in you. Mr. Monsters, if you're there, you could just come out.
Look at me, I'm looking for herbs. That's the performance.
Me too, man.
All right. Let's see with those perceptions and with my roll. All right. The second hour of travel passes smoothly, and about halfway through that hour, you come across the narrow side trail that heads up a rocky ravine that Jonderlug's directions told you about, with the gate at the end of it. So, as you head up this, it's like a narrow, rocky ravine, stone walls kind of coming up on either side. A couple of trees in the bottom, but it's only probably 20 or 30 yards wide there, so not a whole lot. And as you move further up it, away from the main trail, the gate comes into view. And just as described, it's made of a flat black stone that looks almost as if it's kind of twisted along itself. The edges of the stone are hard to follow. It seems almost to be an impossible shape, like it can't twist the way that it does, and your eye just kind of drifts off of it if you try to track one of the lines around it. But there it is, rising out of the ground in an arch, probably 6 feet across and 8 feet tall. Looking through it, seems to show the forest or the rest of the ravine on the other side. Nothing unusual.
This sure looks like the archway Junderlug was talking about.
It looks spooky enough.
Is it on?
I don't know. Let's think about that symbol. Check for
Sure
it.
looks like.
Yeah, good call.
So
I like to think all at once we check our symbols that I've drawn for us and then look back up at the arch, totally
Oh,
synchronized.
like a scavenger hunt.
Yes.
So looking at the arch, it doesn't have the symbol that you have on it, but there is a symbol carved into the flat black stone at the very top of it.
Maybe gender looked wrong.
I bet Junderlug drew down the symbol that is on the gate that we need to go to once we go past this gate.
Let's hope so.
So then what I shall do is I'll take out my little piece of paper, I'll bust out my ink quill, and I will write down the symbol on this gate so we know how to get back.
Better question. Why not some chalk if it's a black gate?
Well, because I need to write it down on my piece of paper, not on the gate.
Oh, okay, got
The symbol's already on the gate, champ.
it. Sorry, this may come as a surprise to you, but I wasn't paying attention. I've got better things to do, if you know what I mean.
Man, I'm shocked.
I've here temporarily. I'm going to bump you back to the town map.
Oh no.
If you look, let me get it here. If you look north of town, there's the
Oh, wow.
symbol
We got
that's over.
Skyred.
This was the easiest way I could think of to let you make a note of it in game. So if you want to put a label next to it, however you want to annotate that, and let me find you the one for the one that Jonderlo gave you as well. So the first one is the one that's on top of the gate that you're looking at, and the second one is the one from Jonderlug's note.
The second one is from Junderlug?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
So I'll leave these here on this map, so they'll be permanent, and you can label them and do whatever you want with them.
Yeah, there's a text tool.
This is way more
Yeah,
fun.
I'm using it.
You're right, how could I? Be so foolish.
I'll be honest, I think I nailed it.
Try.
Except for this squiggle.
I think you did pretty great, yeah.
Alright. Take that out. Alright, not my finest arrow, but it gets the job done. There we go. Done. Alright. Well, I guess we might as well go through it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know, that's why I'm gonna let somebody else go first so the cart doesn't get hurt.
Priority,
Fair
start in line.
Hey,
Well, I'm fine going first.
yeah, I'm also fine with that.
Opening doors is my thing.
Very well acquainted with them.
And so you said I can see right through the gateway, right? Like the arches that make up the gateway?
Yeah, as you look at it, it just appears to be an arch with no particular unusual properties, just an arch of stone.
I'd like to pick up a small pebble nearby and just toss it through the archway.
Okay. You toss the pebble through the archway, and as it passes into the archway, it just disappears.
Aha.
It doesn't land on the other side.
Do I hear anything as it passes through, or sense anything?
Nope.
All right, cool. I'll see you guys on the other side, and I'm just gonna start walking through.
You will. Once you get through, can you like turn around and tell us it's like safe or what to look out for or something?
I'll try.
Alright, well, I appreciate you
I
trying.
survive. All right. So you step up and you go through the archway.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. I just decided that these actually adding symbols to the game would actually be really cool, so I'm frantically putting them together.
That's cool.
All right, so let me take you to a private room for a minute. I won't even charge you extra.
But that food, though.
Alright, so, I've got 2 silvers saying Orsik's never gonna come back again.
Well, here's a question. You fucking... Why would he throw a rock through? It disappears. And then he's like...
Yeah, and then just like, oh
"Alright,
yeah, we're
I'm
good.
gonna go through.
I'll be honest, I don't really know.
Felix, how many experiments have you done where it's like... Oh man, should I light myself on fire? And then you light a match on fire and it burns and it's really hot. And then you go like, guess I'm gonna light myself on fire.
Me personally, no, I've never done that.
I mean, this is Orsik.
I feel really bad that Adam is now telling Mark to just roll up a new character.
Keep rolling those dice.
Like, you're Junderlug now.
He's reading the Bible to him, it's like, okay, here's exactly what hell looks like, which is where you are right now. I like the idea that, like, none of us would follow through. Or it's like...
Yeah, right, alright, see ya.
Better tell Orsik in private, because no one else is gonna walk through the archway. Do we all just want to walk through it? Do we just want to, like, walk through at the same time? Like, if Orsik comes back and he's like...
Holding hands.
Here, do you 2 want to hop on the cart and I'll walk through?
It's
That's
not a
an
bad
option.
idea.
Got some cart space.
I don't want to steal your thunder. I'll just walk through, like,
Oh,
on the
I see.
side. Like,
Yeah,
as
it
much
is.
as I'm a fan of the cart, I feel like me being on the cart would kind of be like you smoking weed, where it's like, that's my thing. Allegedly.
Sure. I mean, I willingly offer up cart space. I feel like there's a big difference there in your comparison.
Suddenly, you are back in the ravine again, facing your companion.
Well, hi.
Oh, he's back.
It's a paradise, guys. I'm not gonna.
I hand wet 2 silvers.
Yeah. So it's safe. Albeit scary, and definitely bring a lit torch.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Oh, I need to mark off the torch as being used.
When we go through on the other side, the pathway is quite narrow, so don't bundle up or any don't. The path kind of falls off on each side. So in other words, we don't want to be walking through. Let's just do it single file.
Please, for the love of God, tell me it's wide enough for a cart.
I don't know. Can you fit a cart through the door?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Then the answer is yes.
Beautiful. I'm golden.
I'm gonna turn around now and head back through the gateway.
I'll follow.
I'll also follow.
Hey, torch.
All right, and I'll have to get everybody moved to the other map now.
Do we want to give, if Orsik's gonna be in front, do we want to give Orsik a torch?
Because of the dark vision that I have,
Alright.
I think it would be better probably to hold on to any that we have. For
Okay. Is it foggy in there, or is it like we're all good?
really dark, like pitch blackness and infinity on above and below us is what it
I
feels
mean,
like.
that's cool. Is there fog though?
I didn't notice any.
Alright. Cause if I can just like light up one of the cartwheels like I've been doing, I think I'm the only one who actually needs help to see.
That's true.
So that would be enough for me personally. If nobody else actually wants a torch, we can conserve the torches.
Yeah, I think we better conserve those until, like,
Absolutely.
malign beasts from the ether come out and try to kill us.
See, that's kind of what I'm
Agreed.
thinking. Alright, that's good for me then.
All right. I'm gonna move you guys to the other map. Let's see how this goes.
How dare you?
So,
Oh, it is in fact very dark.
yeah. So if you zoom out like a lot and then look to the lower left,
Yeah, you weren't kidding about the pitch black.
Are.
Am I dead?
No.
Yep.
Yeah, are you holding the cart?
It just kind of looks like I'm not living.
You mean because of that symbol?
Yeah. I think that's just because I noted that I had to make some death saves.
Yeah, I copied it from one of the other tabs a while ago, so it probably just
That's
included
fine.
some tokens we didn't need. Yeah, Felix comes through dead. He didn't survive the passage. So.
Oh God.
Hey,
Hold your care.
75%. That's not bad. Sorry, 80%. Orsik came in here twice.
So, I will give you the same description that I gave Orsik a few moments ago. So you step through into... Oh, I need to change the audio. That's not the audio page. That's the GIF of that doctor looking at me creepily. It's frozen with him staring at the camera now, so it's I know I have. Oh no, wait! The audio's already on. That's right. I set it automatic. That's why it changed.
I was gonna
sorry.
say, are you looking for like different ghost audio? Because it seems pretty dynamite with what's going on right now.
That's perfect. I actually picked that, and I set it in the page to turn on automatically when you joined. So
Nice.
perfect. So yeah, you step through out of the gate, and you find yourself in a dark, cavernous space. The floor seems to be like rough stone, and you're standing on a path between 10 and 15 feet wide. It varies a little bit from here to there. And it leads off into the darkness in front of you. To the left and to the right, there is just infinite blackness, and the same above. And anyone who goes to the edge and looks down below will see the same thing down below.
I'm not looking down there. I'm not stupid.
So it is a stone path hovering in the middle of the void. Really. Behind you is a duplicate of the arch that you just walked through, and about a foot past that arch, the path just ends abruptly.
Well, that's not ideal.
No, I was hoping you guys could help me figure it out.
Figure what out? I think if we walk forward for long enough, we'll just find branching paths, and so long as we have our symbols on us, we'll just follow the symbol for the one that we want, and then we should be good.
Oh, sorry, maybe I misunderstood. Does the path end? Is that what you mean?
No, sorry.
If we go backwards, it ends. If we go forwards, there's still more paths.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Like the gate is at the end.
Yep.
Is at an end. But you've
Gotcha.
stepped through and now you're facing the rest of it.
Gotcha. All right. Well then, onward, shall we?
I don't see why not.
Oh, what is the scale here? Are we like 5 meters or?
So it is. I was going to say that it is. Well, I'll stick with that. Yeah, it is 2 scale. You can use the measuring tool. There's just no grid because the grid got very cumbersome at this size.
Sure.
That's fair.
So yeah, the measuring tool is in effect and should work.
Okay. I just didn't want to all of a sudden have Orsik like run 200 yards.
I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
That's some light jogging.
Look at his stubby legs.
All right. So yep. As you walk forward, you notice that you can't even hear the echoes of either the cart or your own footsteps in this cavernous space, and it just seems like the darkness goes on forever in all directions.
I'll be honest, this quietness kind of sucks.
Could I hear that when Felix was just talking?
Yes. Yeah. You can hear each other talking.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, great.
I was gonna say, any verbal spells would be, their efficacy would be determined upon the answer to that question.
Yeah. No. So sound is acting normally. It just seems that there is nothing to echo your voice back to you.
Ah, okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
that's pretty awesome.
Wait, so if like, if there's no sound, is it, and I take like an unlit torch or something in front of me and I just drop it on the ground to see if gravity exists?
The torch falls to the ground.
Well, that's disappointing. Picked it up all dejected and put it back in the cart. I guess nothing to do but keep walking. Unless, you know, there's something around here you guys would like to check out, like, and I look to my left at just the nothing in front of me. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep walking.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep rolling.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right. So you continue walking on down the path. And...
What happened to my cart?
I accidentally grabbed it.
Well, then move your ass,
I
man.
keep doing it. I'm sorry.
Wait, I keep grabbing all my shit. Where'd my torch go?
What's happening to me? I don't know.
You stole my torch.
Cart's moving on its own. He can't handle
I
that.
didn't mean to. I promise.
Where did my torch go?
I could not have moved it outside
Son
of.
of a bitch.
I genuinely could not have moved it outside of this space.
But it's not here.
Like this is all I'm seeing. I don't know what to tell you. I could not have moved it past here. I'm not looking at anything else.
Cool.
I'll
Great.
go
All right. Well.
I don't want to go searching for it because I may see something I'm not supposed to see.
All right. Well, the torch lights up. That's all I need. You are lit up on my screen, and neither of the other two are, which makes me think the torch is under you somehow. Well, I don't think it is
Okay,
either. But
I've deselected
I'm just telling you
everything,
what I think.
and I'm gonna move me. It's not there.
Oh, you're still, for some reason, you're still lit up on my screen, but that's okay.
I wonder why that is.
You really walked into that one.
It's true.
Roasted. I'll award myself 3 inspiration dice.
Well, I guess we might as well keep going.
It's too much power. I'm not confined to a grid anymore.
You can go anywhere.
Oh my
Jesus. I'm glad that finally ended.
Could someone else try doing that? I'd very much like to see what that looks like from someone's screen who actually sees that.
Sure, here, yeah, I got
So
you.
if you hold the mouse and then press Q.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Wait, I want to know
You
how to
like
do it.
So if you hold your character with the mouse, oh hell yeah! Woo! Perfect.
All right, I'm almost done. I'm doing like one more symbol, and then I think we're good for now.
You hear that? He
Perfect.
says he's almost done with us.
I've almost
We're
shown you all.
Bye.
All right. I'll put that there. Okay. So yeah, you are walking down the path there. Are you doing anything else along the way, or are you just walking? Let's get some descriptions going.
Yeah, I think I'm just walking, kind of taking note of the not to fall off the edge. Scared.
Same.
Yeah,
I don't-
of nothingness.
Is this platform floating? Like the stones that we're walking on? That's kind of what they're doing in my head, and I'm just curious.
So if you peer over the edge, you cannot see any visible support anywhere. But the whole thing, like from the top, just looking at it, it seems to be just like any other cavern floor.
Wow. And then looking straight up, there's no stars or anything. You said it's just pitch black, right?
It's pitch black.
On.
All right.
Okay.
Spooky.
I'm gonna try to blow your mind here. I'm going to use gust to see if there is air around us.
Okay, cast your spell, sir.
All right. Whee. I'm just trying to like create a small like puff of air that maybe like ruffles my hair or something.
Yep, that works normally.
All right. Now, I don't know how far you planned this, so sorry in advance. I'm gonna cast Mold Earth to see if we're in fact standing on Earth.
Turn a stone you can see within range, and that fits within a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it one of the following ways.
So I would just like create a small dent in the floor, assuming that we're standing on what appears to be stone.
Okay, how big of a dent? Like, give me some dimensions.
Let's see. Like, this may be a dumb question. Do you go golfing? Have you golfed before and seen a divot made by a golf club?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I'm trying to create one of those in the ground.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to create a divot such as that in the ground.
Sweet. Okay, good news. There is air, and also this is stone. Boom. You're
Well,
alive.
that's good.
Further experimentation may be necessary. But at this point, I feel like I'd just kind of rather get out of here. This place is kind of giving me the creeps.
Yep, need a mosey.
Agreed.
I get the
Same.
jitters when I'm scared. You guys all know what that looks like.
Do we though?
All right. So carrying on then.
Carrying on.
Yeah.
Don't see one
Yeah.
Yep. I'm afraid that there's not a whole lot of description that I can give you here for this part of the journey, because as you're walking along, it's all the same. It's just interminable darkness around you. There's no wind or breeze to give you any sort of sense of direction.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
You don't really hear anything in the distance, or the only sounds are the sounds of your own your cart and your own footsteps, and if you were talking to each other.
New plan. Oh, well, hold on. There's something else I'd like to do. I'll go near-ish to the edge
Well, that's a good idea.
and try to make. I'll use mold earth. Could I like collect a ball of whatever this material of the road is made out of, like the size of a baseball? Like, could I
Sure.
carve that out and hold it in my hand?
Sure.
Okay. I will then like get on my belly and like crawl over to the edge and hold the baseball-sized piece of road out over the void, and I'll drop it and see if it floats.
Okay. So you drop the stone at this point, because that's what it is. And it falls and quickly passes out of sight pretty much as soon as, with the lighting the way it is in here, it passes out of sight, within 15-20 feet at most. And it's gone.
I will very carefully crawl back to
boy.
everyone else and be like, I'll be honest, I really thought it would just float there in space. Because, like, if not, I'm really wondering what is keeping this road up.
Probably some very old kind of magic.
Like the one... That's fucking bullshit. The only old magic we get is the one that makes you eat tree bark. It sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying it. Probably magic.
We need to have a talk with this magic
was-
after. I'm smelling some bullshit.
Probably magic.
Can I speak to Magic's manager?
Believe me, I've tried.
All right. Carrying on.
Well, I don't see what else I'm gonna do.
Sounds good to me.
How's Felix gonna
Model
find tree
ahead.
mark in here?
Don't worry, I still have 5 pounds of tree bark.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah, we'll keep walking.
All right. Better keep walking then.
Whoops. Sorry, dude.
No worries.
How long have we been walking for? While in here?
Let's see. How long does it take to walk 80 feet? 1 minute?
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Feels
there
like
he is.
forever.
I did initially think about making these bridges or whatever, like some sort of okay, it's gonna take 4 hours to cross this one. Start rolling for it, but I honestly I think
gotcha.
the scale of the map is plenty large enough as it is. So
Sure. All right.
distance as appropriate by the measuring tool.
All right. I'm just gonna keep going.
So you continue walking on into the interminable darkness, with nothing above you or below you or beside you.
Hey.
Well, that's good.
I think I see our first symbol.
Oh, sweet. What's it say?
It says A.
A what?
Yep. So as you approach, you see carved into the stone of the road a glyph, for lack of a better word. There's a glyph carved into the stone of the road, and you've got your notes, right? Your,
Yeah.
your things on
I
them.
sure hope so.
Actually, what I should do, I wonder if I can do a handout.
Yeah, that makes sense because that's the glyph that was on the door to come in here.
I wonder if I can. Let's see if it'll let me do this.
God. I'd like
All right.
to let all of you know. I've seriously had to talk myself out of defacing this glyph in some way so that nobody in the future would be able to understand it. By using mold earth to carve out a different pattern in the stone.
That's
I don't know
probably
about
the
all that, dude.
Or just
I
like,
don't know. That's on you if you want to mess with the old magics.
Or what else I thought would be less destructive is just make a copy of that one in the stone, like right next to it. So people will be looking at the map and it's like, 2 A's? What the fuck does that mean? I decided better of it. For the sake of, if we have to come back this way, I'd rather not mess that up today.
That makes sense to me.
Well, I kind of picture it as if we're running away from somebody. Maybe you could like collapse the ground or something. Maybe I have too much of an action movie playing in my head.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. I didn't think of that. I hope that wouldn't happen, but at the same time, I guess I'd rather not risk it. I'd rather not test it. Where it's like, oh yes, we're finally in this exciting world, and we messed
Right.
up.
And then like our only bridge is down.
Okay, I guess
Guess we're walking 2 weeks, guys.
pack them torches.
We now live here.
Yeah.
Chop down some
So
wood.
welcome to my home.
Chop down some wood, make some
This
charcoal.
episode of Cribs.
And this episode of Dungeons.
I tried to do a handout to cover this, but I think what I'll end up having to do is just like an image that contains your notes. So I don't know if Jacob, you want to do that instead to keep track of the glyphs that you have and what they mean.
Hey, that's me.
So if you wanna like grab screenshots or something, I don't know. You're probably better at it than I am.
I'll probably do that at the end of the session if that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Little meta question for the DM, just so I don't mess anything up. So when he dropped that like paper rock or whatever down, You said it disappeared after like 10 or 15 feet. Does dark vision only go like a few feet, or is it true that I could see like 60 feet in here?
Yeah, your dark vision works as normal.
Oh, okay.
I was saying for him because you don't have dark vision, do you? No, you do.
Fal
don't
Dune
you?
does.
Yeah.
Felix doesn't. Everyone else does.
Okay, yeah. Then in that case, it went however far your dark vision can see before it fell out of sight.
Okay, here's a question. Do high elves get dark vision?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes.
If they do, okay, so yeah, I saw it. Apparently, 60 feet down, it disappeared.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be like, oh, cool, I see another symbol, and you're like, wait a minute, how?
Yeah.
It's
Nope.
dark.
Symbol appears normal.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right then, I'm gonna walk up here.
Sure, I'll follow you.
I'll stay a healthy distance back. But it appears to be like a crossing, where it's like.
That's just
So-
Orsik.
So as you approach, the road seems to come onto an island, for lack of a better word. It's made of the same stone, but is much broader. You cannot see the other side of it. You can see it, the rim of it going in either direction off into the darkness.
Nice.
So you can tell from the part of it that you can see, you can tell that it would be roughly, or seems to kind of be a circle or semicircular object.
Can I see anything else other than the stones that I'm walking on? Is there any statues or anything around?
Nope, it seems to have no features that you can see so far.
And are the stones like perfectly level and flat, or are they like cobblestoned?
It's like natural rock,
Okay. Okay.
slightly rough, but yeah, not cobblestones, but just like slightly rough natural stone.
Gotcha. Cool.
If I may, I bet, and I've never been here before, so I can't confirm this until we prove it and it's true and I'm right, that this is sort of like a nexus of different paths for different arches. So this was the Serapin glyph. I bet if we keep walking around here, we'll find a glyph for the place whose name I remember that we're going to.
Nura.
Like Necrot. Nurik, there you go.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah.
Okay, I am starting to see. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Crazy idea. Should we get some chalk and maybe do a little line that, hey, this is where we came from?
I've only got 3 pieces, but I'm willing to do it.
Last, buddy.
What if we do like more Hansel and Gretel type style? Do we have to use chalk if it's a valuable resource? Is there something else we could use?
I mean, it's like
Cut up
we'll use
little
the
pieces
chalk
of
Mark?
rope.
draw on the ground.
I mean, I'll be honest, this is sort of why I have the chalk.
Right. Oh, okay. Cool.
And I also have like 999 ball bearings.
Those aren't going to stay in place.
No, we need those.
The
to
wind's gonna
sing
blow
as
them
we
away.
go, so we won't get bored.
It's here.
999
I-
ball bearings on the ground.
So, here's a question for the DM. If Orsik walks, like, I don't know, arbitrarily far away from me, where his dark vision doesn't work, can he still see the light of my light spell?
Yes.
Oh. So I think here's what we should do. And this is a great idea, and I know it's perfect. We should somehow light up this glyph, go looking around for the glyph that'll lead us to the place whose name I've already remembered again.
Nurik.
Nurok.
Fuck.
I got it, nailed it. And then we'll draw the chalk line that way, instead of going out to find the glyph, and then we have to come back and find this Seraphim.
No, smart idea.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
down.
so, too.
I think that's great.
I don't mind camping out here. I can hand somebody else a torch, or y'all can just scramble around in the dark. I'll be honest, I don't really have a preference.
I think the rest of us can see in the dark at least a little bit. Hopefully we'll.
Alright.
If anyone feels uncomfortable, like go for a torch. But I feel like those are a going resource these days.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
up to you.
say. I mean, it's yeah, whatever you feel. But I don't know. Stick
Sure.
together, I guess.
It's good
Yeah.
to me. I'll hand you the chalk then.
Okay.
I have some chalk. Here's 2 pieces of chalk. Go nuts.
Wait, who's getting the chalk?
Whoever.
Oh, okay.
I take a step back.
Here you go, Wit.
Okay, cool. I can drop.
What the fuck? There's a truck driving outside my house with a cabinet on it.
Moving day.
I guess it was just like a pickup truck. Alright, anyway, here you go, Wit.
Thanks.
All right, who's going?
Alright, I'll be here.
Me,
Oh, I'm chilling.
because I can faintly make something out in the distance.
Was that
I want
faintly
to
or
see what that
faintly?
is. Faintly.
It's Fang North.
So, in the distance, you can see rising up out of the stone that there appears to be an obelisk made of some kind of metal.
Ooh, I don't like obelisks.
Oh,
Okay,
is
coming up.
Fal Dune chilling with me or is Fal Dune with the search party?
I'll stay here. May as well.
Oh, okay.
I figure if they find something that kills them, two of us will survive.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm gonna avoid that obelisk. That's all you it, if you want to mess with that, but I don't know enough about that to even go near
I look like a wibbly wobbly magicy washy.
it.
Go ahead, both of you roll perception.
Sort of why I thought Fal Dune should go with you, but I guess he's not much help.
All right. Hang on. Doo-doo.
Alright, I'm gonna inch up just a little bit because there's some symbol looking things on there and I want a closer look. And I might have a death wish, but you know. Neither here nor there.
I also slightly hate myself.
Yeah, fair enough. Enjoy doing you. I'm gonna just hang out here.
Enjoy rolling up that new character.
So you approach the obelisk. It's made out of, again, some sort of smooth metal. It's not quite like steel, but not entirely unlike it either. The symbols carved onto it do look very similar to the two that you now have memory of, or that you now have knowledge of. But there are multiple, and each symbol is placed on a face of the obelisk, and then there's an arrow underneath it pointing in a certain direction.
Oh, do I see the one we're looking for I'm just gonna keep calling it Newark.
going to Jersey.
I'll see you guys later.
Where's LaGuardia?
I'll visit some family.
Yep. So you do find the symbol that you are tracking, and it shows a short. It actually has two arrows below it. It shows a short one pointing to your right as you approach the obelisk. No, wait. Actually, hang on. Gotta zoom out. Look at my map. Just the one arrow pointing to the right from that obelisk.
Alright. Hey, Orsik. It's like a map. We're going right.
Oh, all right. And then I'll relay the message back to.
I'm afraid of this magic stuff. Hey, Orsik, it says to turn right. It's funny.
Magic
Yeah.
GPS.
Yeah, guys, it's up here. In Jersey.
We're going to Newark.
Cool. Am I drawing the line to you, or are you drawing the line to us?
Oh, the chalk.
Oh.
How about we'll let you find the symbol and then you can draw it over to us.
I'm going right.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, do that. Yeah.
No, it.
Yes, no. Okay, here's the chalk. Draw the line. Wait.
Wait.
Hold up.
I would say, find the glyph and then draw it from the glyph to the obelisk, and then from the obelisk come back to us. Is what I'd recommend. But you do you, however you want it.
My plan.
So I think that's smart.
We're really smart people.
And if there's one thing I am, it's smart.
Okay, maybe the obelisk lied.
So yeah, you find the edge of the platform there, and I'll give you a quick correction. When I said right from the direction you were approaching, it was actually more of like that direction.
An upper
Well, good directions.
details.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't my measuring tool wasn't showing to you. Other way. It was like that way from the obelisk.
Ah,
Give us
Fang
directions.
East.
It would totally make more sense that way.
Hey, Fal Dune, do you think these people know how to read a map, or do you think they're just sort of guessing?
You guys can read?
That's a fair point. I'm munching on my popcorn bark, watching the show take place.
So you find another bridge segment leading off of the island that you were on. However, this one doesn't have a symbol painted on the base of it. This is the direction that the arrow was pointing, though.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a little further in.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I was hoping to find that.
No.
Oh.
So, up ahead, the path seems to end abruptly. The edge of the bridge is broken and shattered, almost as if some sort of massive force has just broken it off. And from where you're standing, you can't see the other end of it, if there is one.
Cool. So.
What'd you find over there?
Nothing.
Oh wow, that's a big change from what I'm seeing around me.
I was hoping I'd be able to see something. Can you see something, Wit? I can't see anything.
Just an infinite death abyss.
Yeah. My second favorite place on the world. Alright then. Well, I'm not jumping, so,
Nope.
Oh, maybe he can use that bend earth thing.
Yeah, and remake the symbol, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. We'll have to show. We'll show them and let them have some idea. Nah, yeah. I'm gonna head back to that.
Yeah. We know the general direction of the obelisk. We're fine.
Yeah.
So,
All right. And then I guess we would fill in. You guys, Fal Dune and Felix. And yeah, so there's like a broken bridge that we think is the way to go, but we also haven't scouted up north. We might be able to rebuild it. But I can't tell you where, like, what direction to rebuild it in. Maybe you guys would have better luck if you.
the obelisk was basically a map with a bunch of different symbols on it. So if we have a death wish.
Here's what we could do to test. So it sounds like maybe the breaking of the bridge sort of removed the glyph. Could we follow the obelisk to a different glyph to see if there are in fact glyphs on the other bridges that it points to?
Wait a minute, I think
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out right now.
we could be thinking about this all wrong. Maybe if we put the glyph back on the ground, it'll just make the bridge again.
Oh, that's true. That's actually a very good point. At first I was gonna laugh at your stupid idea, but that's actually not the worst idea I've heard today.
What does that mean?
I don't think it's gonna work. I was prepared for like a very Fal Dune answer
What?
of like, oh, whoa, guys, maybe we should oh yeah, see the answers in the stores or whatever, which would I think be very characteristic of Fal Dune. Oh, that was a good idea.
Oh, thanks. Where's this
You're welcome.
the broken road go to?
It's east of you, like east southeast.
Oh, just follow the chalk line, Fal Dune.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh,
Yep.
good thinking, dude.
I
And
totally do.
I also don't see a symbol up here. I'm not sure if you would hear me, but I would be loud about it.
Very loud about it.
Feel bad I let Orsik go on his own. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It appears to be a road. Is this the one? Is this the one you guys were talking about that was like broken at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I
Super
can't see
broken.
super too far down it.
Just gotta go all the way to the end.
It's
Oh,
I'm
that's a
nervous
good
though.
idea.
It's like it's dark out there. I don't want to
Oh,
fall
right.
off. Oh, I see it. Okay. I will try to use once again Mold Earth, which is the most recent spell that's happened, so I'm not gonna bother posting that again. If you just scroll up, less than a full page of the thing on Roll20, you'll see that. And I'll try to carve the glyph that Jonderlug says points the way to Nurik. I'd like to carve that in the ground.
Okay. So you carve that shape into the ground right there, but nothing seems to happen.
Oh, boo.
It's pointy.
Orsik, you.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I'll jump you to another. I'll jump you to another room for a sec.
Oh, okay.
The best things happen when they go to a different room.
It's gonna die.
They really do. I kind of want to head back to the roundabout, like to the obelisk, and to go catch up with Orsik. But I don't want to move while they're over there doing their own thing.
We'll do that in a second.
I can't wait for Orsik to have his brain sucked out of his belly button, or whatever's going on with him over there. I just assume it's something terrible. Oh, he's back.
Live.
What's your new character's name? He's having problems processing all of this. Am I the only one who can't hear Tworful?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't talking. That's why you couldn't hear me.
Your Discord image was lighting up green as if you were talking.
Oh, got it. It's a liar.
So I was confused. Ah, Orsik Jr.
So,
Yeah, Orsik must have got fucked up real bad.
I'm
plan?
here.
Well,
I was
that's
just-
good.
Making my way back to you guys.
But,
So there is there's a lot of ways to go up there, and I don't really want to be running around alone.
yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So I stopped at a couple forks up to the northwest. There is an island up there, but it's like broken in half. Like the left part of it, almost like if you took the left chunk of this main center mass that we're standing in right now and just cut it off. It's kind of like that.
Oh,
But there was definitely the right from there, and I think there was more to the north. And I was like, I should probably go back instead of wandering around in the death zone.
did you see another bridge with a glyph on it?
No.
Hmm.
Well, that doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. I'm gonna level with you. Should we go as a group to find some more glyphs if you don't want to go out alone? Or, like, do we just want to assume that we're going in this direction?
I just feel better like letting you guys know where I'm at, even that, instead of just
Sure.
peering into the darkness. Like, I have no problem going back now. I just didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I say let's go as a group.
I think that's gonna be wisest. in the
Good.
Yeah,
long
I'm good with it. Do we want to like draw a chalk line on the ground as we go, so it's like here's where we've been?
See, I was thinking about this. I don't think that's a great idea, because then it's just going to be a spaghetti noodle, and I think it'll get very confusing.
Could we draw it only on the left side of the road, so that if we have to like double back, we'll see it then coming out the right side of the road? You know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
So,
We're on a circular, roughly
Okay.
pork chop shaped island.
okay, imagine this, and I take a piece of chalk to demonstrate what I'm doing, which I will then draw with the draw tool. So imagine my character actually moving, but I'm not actually going to do that for the sake of the argument.
Sure.
So it's like, let's say this is the road we want to walk down. We would take the chalk, like we go up the road this way, so there'd be a chalk line like up here this way.
I mean, I get that, but if we're following Orsik across this pork chop, which side's the left side, champ?
But it's like whatever wall we're going on. So it's like we come back down the road, it's like, oh, that wasn't right. We'll see the line come back down this way.
You know what? I'll let you be in charge of the chalk, and I'll just ignore it. If you have your own chalk, you're welcome to use it.
I
gave my 2 pieces to Wit. You're gonna have to take it from Wit, because I'm out of chalk.
Okay, it seems like you stopped caring about the idea, so I'll abandon it. But I would just like to say, if, and hopefully not when we get lost, I'll be able to gloat about it as much as I want.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, cool. Just so we're on the same page about it. Alright, so which way are we going?
Orsik, lead on.
Onward.
Oh.
Before we get too far into it, I did want to point out that it's our normal stop time. I'm fine to keep going. But I'm not sure what anyone else's schedule's looking like.
I probably have to be the old lady and go to bed.
Yeah,
That's
you're
fine.
fine. I was kind of thinking that this would be a good stop time as well.
Yeah,
There's. Give me 60 more seconds here.
sure.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. The end. All right, have fun, everybody.
Everything collapses. You fall into infinite darkness for the rest of your lives until you starve to death.
Oh no, one
Goodberry,
day.
bitch! Woo! You ain't got shit!
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Felix is gonna go quicker than everybody else because he'll starve in one day if he doesn't eat all his bark.
That brings me to a really funny stat.
The rest of you suckers are gonna make it like a week.
That brings me to a real funny stat. If you drop a squirrel from about 9,000 feet, that is the lowest distance it can be until it dies. Not from the fall, because a squirrel falling at terminal velocity isn't fatal. That's how long it takes the squirrel to starve to death.
Bullshit.
Or-
From 9,000 feet?
Or it's like 900 miles or whatever it was. Like, it was... the point of the story is a squirrel starves to death before it would die from fall damage.
Mm.
I thought that was it.
That I believe.
Sorry. Go for it. 60 seconds, okay. Let's do it. Around the clock. I didn't know if my vamping was distracting or if it was helpful to prepare time for whatever it is that had to be done. Hopefully it was the first one.
Or your random squirrel facts.
I think you killed him.
I killed his microphone. Even worse.
No. I'm just plotting.
Things are happening. Things are cooking.
Nice.
In the background.
The squirrel story was in fact useful. You ever heard the one about the kids, the three
Shush.
kids trying to throw a brick in the air?
Hey,
Sorry, what was that?
come here and look at this obelisk with me.
Oh,
I'll
god damn.
get up here.
I'm more of a winged dragon of Ra kind of a dude. Oh, whoa.
So, when I was looking at this earlier, we came from Serapen, and it was pointing that away. Oh, wait, hang on. That's not my
That way.
cursor. That away. It's moved.
What?
It's shifting.
I
The
believe
map is-
wit means that it was this way up, and now it's this way up.
So I think one of us needs to keep an eye on the obelisk.
The creepy clock was perfect there.
Sorry.
So now that you are all looking at it, the symbol for Serapen, which previously was on the obelisk and was the only symbol with an arrow pointing that way, is now the arrow for Serapen is now pointing that way,
Well, that's
along
good.
with multiple other symbols. There is a different symbol on the obelisk with an arrow pointing this way, and it is still the only arrow pointing that direction.
And where is the symbol for Nuruk?
Pointing that way as well.
Gotcha.
So, just to refresh my memory, there's a ton of them pointing this way, and
Yep,
only
there's-
one of them pointing this way.
There are multiple symbols pointing all three directions except for the way you came in. There's only one pointing that way.
Okay, so there's one here, there's a few over here, and a few over here.
Yes, and a few
Gotcha.
pointing that way as well.
Gotcha.
You can see why I wanted to do this tonight and not start with it.
Yeah.
Right.
I understand.
Minute 1 of the next session. You guys remember what you did? All right, here.
Yeah.
Yes. Good thing it's clear to me now what's happening.
Well, this is what's happening. Right here, we've got... Oh, that's in me a little bit.
Perfect.
We've got one pointing in this direction. We've got a couple of them pointing over here. We've got a couple of them pointing over here. We've got a couple of them pointing over here. I don't understand what you find so difficult about this. I've drawn it exactly as our gracious DM has just described.
Well, that's a good point. I retract my criticism.
Damn right.
I'd love. There's a part of me that kind of wants to see this island that we're on to see if it is in fact roughly pork chop shaped.
Where's the treasure room?
Wait, we haven't tried checking the underneath. The underneath side of the road, it's just platinum as far as the eye can see.
Holding it up, it's big old stack. of
That's why
platinum.
they destroyed the road. They had to mine it. It all makes sense.
Huh.
So, yep, you've got multiple glyphs pointing all directions except for the way you came from, where you walked over that glyph in the road, and there's only one pointing that way, and it's a different glyph now.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking maybe two of us should stay here, keep an eye on the obelisk. Two of us go forward, try and find the glyph we're looking for. Remain with that glyph and kind of yell as loud as we can that we found it.
I'm fine to give it a try.
Yeah.
Because it didn't disappear when you were looking at it. But by the Orsik and I got the one where we were supposed to be, it wasn't there, it was gone. But Serapin's remained.
Yeah, and I didn't notice any shifting when I was up northwest. Like nothing changed in front of me.
I think the terrain changed.
It probably did, but it didn't. I didn't notice it.
Again, that's sort of magic will do this kind of stuff, where it'll just do things and you don't really notice it, like how I now have to eat bark to survive. Apparently.
You wonder why I just like swords. Anyways,
I know, right? What a simple life. I envy you.
I know.
I envy you, your simple life. I hug the cart tighter.
That's so mean. Alright, are we gonna follow the glyph now, or is that gonna be next week, Felix's problem?
I think we can end it here, and you can figure out what's going on next time.
Sure.
The only other thing that I think you'll figure out eventually, but I know we probably want to end so people can get to bed, so I'll clue it in a little bit. Walk back towards Serapin.
Waka. I walk back towards. Oh, that's fun. Oh, it's Pisces.
So you find that the glyph in the road has changed to match the one that has the single arrow pointing this direction now.
What do you mean? That's the same glyph.
Well, no shit. You've done a perfect job describing this. Everything you've said, I'm like, yep, I'm following it perfectly, and all these other, like, mouth breathers are like, wow.
What do you mean? That's the same glyph that there was when we first came here.
You're an idiot.
No, I'm not. Look, it's the same one. See?
Ah, now I
it's exactly
see.
the same. What's changing about it?
Okay, that was funny.
That was good. Nice work. So now you've got a puzzle to think on for the week.
Excellent.
I want you all to know I can hear Jacob laughing at it to himself through the wall.
I had to mute my microphone so I wouldn't disturb anyone else.
Oh, that's funny.
Always interesting.
It's a treat.
Yep. Well, all right. Yeah. Sorry for taking a little extra time, but I wanted to get that first puzzler kind of out of the way, so that
Okay.
it was all part of the same experience, and we weren't starting on it next week.
Yes.
Yeah,
The first puzzle.
Dig it.
That bodes well
So-
for a future
Yeah.
puzzle.
He's got a new book, Puzzles for Toddlers.
Next, you're
What
gonna
do I
have to
do with
fit
what do I do with
different
this
shaped
square
blocks.
peg and this square hole?
I'm glad we both went the same direction with that. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed it, and let me check my calendar.
I had fun.
I am on for next week, as far as I know, at least.
Right.
Here.
Me too.
I should also be available. Ah, shit! After after this session, I'm gonna have to make more thumbnails for the videos. Last time I did it when there was like 11 videos, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do all the way up to 20. So I've got to do that again.
What
That's gonna be a whole like 5 minutes.
Take you forever.
will you
How
do?
the fuck did I misspell the word investigate?
INVESTIGATE.
You mean there's no R
Invest?
in the word investigate?
Yes, there is totally. Yeah, you're investigators.
Investigator. The T and the R right next to each other makes it hard.
Investigating.
Just like that.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, I thought it was spelled like this. Hold on. This is how I envisioned it.
Ah, I like that better. Seems French. All right.
Invest. Pray.
Well, I hope everybody had fun, and I'm gonna hop off of here. And everybody, have a great week. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll be back to solve this next week.
Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah, you
first.
too.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, thanks. It was fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
See ya.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.